Probably so. Like things are starting to wrap up, Mrs. Chef. Hot as a MF out here today.
Oh, I love that roost. Pepper tree.
I think we're getting some plants. Elephant ears, Mrs. Chef. Hibiscus, what do you want? All right, folks, we're out shopping today and found a flea market and got some decent plants for a good price. I'll show you those in a bit. We're in the town of Bonham and we're going looking for some antique windows. So let's see what they have in this antique shop. A bunch of survival food. Ground beef in a can. I don't know about that. Guess you can make Taco Bell tacos. And that there is scary AF. Look at that. That freaky. Mrs. Chef, that's the creepiest doll I've ever seen. I can see that thing just coming to life and like stabbing you or something. I mean, that is creepy. Alright, folks, so we went to this place called Just Gotta Have It, I guess is the name of it. Got an old soda. I think these are $2.49 each. And then a couple candy bars. I got a this is $2.49 for a Clark bar. And Mrs. Chef got some wacky wafers. That was $2.79. And she got a Shirley Temple. So the drinks are $2.49. Those are $2.49 and $2.79. They got six of these. I remember me and my brother having these when we were kids, so got those for him. Anyway, should have been like $12, $13. She ended up charging me $15 something. Not sure why. I know tax ain't $4, so anyway, let's enjoy some old time soda, old time candy bar. So this is the first time I ever had a Clark bar in my life, I think. You ever had one of these, Mr. Chef? Kind of like a Baby Ruth, but not as good. Cheers, folks, with cheer wine. Taste of cheer wine. Good stuff. Anyway, I went back in that store. What happened is she charged me for 3 drinks instead of 2 drinks. Got all straightened out. Cool people, cool store, and if you're ever in Bonham, check it out. Old funeral home. That's a cool looking old house, Mrs. Chef.
Yep, it is.
So we were looking up places to eat in town, and looking at reviews and all, and there's a place over here that looks like it's got really good reviews. There's also a Cajun place in town, but we're going to Louisiana next week to see granddaughter's chef for her birthday, so I'll probably pass on Cajun this week and do that when I'm actually in Cajun country, because it's typically always better when you're in Cajun country than outside of Cajun country. So yeah, let's go check out this place over here. Wow, here's some history. Murder of Sheriff Ragsdale. So years ago I showed this old courthouse, and it was it was just a crappy looking Cold War looking courthouse, and they tore it back down to its original structure and redid it, and it looks like it's getting close to being open, so it's pretty cool looking. All right, we're gonna go to this place called, what is this place called, Mrs. Shiv? Don Toro. Let's go check it out and see what they got to offer. All right, Mrs. Shiv, what is the name of this place again?
Don Toro.
Don Toro, okay. So we're inside Don Toro. It's a cozy little place, as you can see. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I see people drinking margaritas that look delicious, but it's a little early for me when it's 106 degrees, so I'm gonna hold off on the margarita. And this is what I'm gonna have. Big old glass of unsweet tea, and we got chips and salsa. Let's see what that tastes like. Okay, we got service like instantly, and it's pretty quick service. And what'd you get, Mrs. Shiv?
Avocado enchiladas.
Avocado enchiladas. All right. And I got a trio, something trio with chicken, shrimp, and steak on rice, and some, looks like some queso fresco or something. Queso blanco, maybe. I tried a little piece of steak and tried a shrimp. I got Mrs. Chef a shrimp. It's kind of like a chipped beef. Very tasty. So what'd you think about Don Toro Carteliones here?
Very good.
Very good? Good. All right, folks, we are looking for a stained glass window. Wow. For whom the bell tolls, save the clock tower. Folks, we made it to the old depot in town. This is a museum now. There's an old caboose, and heard there's some old fire trucks and stuff in here at the old depot. So let's go check it out. I think they close in about 30 minutes, so we ain't gonna have long, but we'll check it out anyway.
It has not been. It's been like yours all week.
There's no, I mean, mine's just
I
like
can't.
yours, and it's just gonna freeze.
Oh, it's so it gets so hot. There's under there.
Yes, and it sticks to your neck, and then it just, you look like a crackhead. I hate those window mats.
Place.
So this fire truck is actually here in the
Yes.
museum. Too cool.
Wow.
Check that out.
Yep, that's really cool. Yep.
I'll check that old house out. So we got World War I, World War II stuff. It's a World War I uniform from a man that was living in this area. Knights Templar, Knights of Pythias, Woodmen of the World. I got right before closing, so I'm going to do a quick tour of this place, but super cool. Check out this painting. Boat Art Capital.
Like the tree?
Yeah, the boat art trees. These.
No, which board art?
You have one of these, Mrs. Shiv?
What is the other ugly tree that I hate?
That's that, That's the Indian. No,
Ash tree.
not the ash tree.
It's real ugly and
See, it's
I don't know.
the ones that we usually want to cut down.
I don't know what those are, but they are ugly. Oh, this is cool. This is some of the old burnt parts
That
of
looks
the.
like the wood I'm pulling out of the corner.
Yeah. Look at there's the courthouse. That's what it looked like before. Now it looks like that again. It's amazing. 100 years later.
closets and stuff. So
There it was after they redid it. Made it kind of Art Deco looking.
I'm gonna get the other one, it's smaller and.
okay.
How cool is that? That's pieces of the actual courthouse that burned.
How old is she? Mammoth.
This is fascinating as hell. Look at that. This is the old. You know, all these towns, small towns, had baseball teams, and there's the old baseball team.
Read the monster they found in the Abandoned River.
I have not read that, but this is too cool. I think this team name was the Bonham Boogers, if I'm not mistaken. I know. We're moving along.
Yeah, I'm good.
Monster.
Monster.
You found a monster here. That's
Yes.
cool. You know, I'm a big baseball fan, so here's check this out, man. Exhibition game, the Giants and the White Sox in Bonham, October 31st, 1913. Lefty Russell. Vector was the Sox pitcher.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Jim Thorpe, Chris Speaker, Christy Mathewson.
Yeah, because it's an antique.
Wow. All right, here's where we actually are, Mr. Chef. Check that out. There's the depot. That's where we're inside here right now. That's too cool.
That's too cool.
That's too cool. And we're running really out of time to get here so late before closing, so I'm trying to speed through this as quickly as possible. Here's some artifacts in the railroad and all. This kind of shows some of the rail lines that went through back in the day, the Texas and Pacific.
I love the old lanterns.
Yeah, me too. Especially the old, all the red glass lanterns are so cool.
Spirit of the steam.
Whistles.
I saw this thing in one of those magazines.
Oh, it's
A group
been
of women are bringing back the steam trains.
cool. Right, man. We were speed trucking through it. So Charles Henry Christian was from here. Irwin E. Smith. I'm sorry, folks. I'm having to just speed through here because we're running out of time, but we'll try to come back and do a little better job of showing you all this interesting stuff at some point.
One of these. The old antique fire
Old wood-fired
to heat their
stove,
houses.
yeah.
Love to have one of those.
Well, we have done everything Amish, so might as well. Why not, right?
Well, I have real heat.
Might have real heat. That's right. And you almost don't need it here anyway. Oh, wow. We used to have electric
Yeah,
cars. That's cool.
When it's 20 degrees outside. You need heat. Stays.
There's a little town in Ladonia. I did a video on that place years ago, too. Warm in this room, huh? Oh, these are out of the actual post office. That's pretty cool. I think this post office still exists, right? There's still a post office here, right? I'll check that out. Little general store.
The library too.
Still building the post office. That's too cool.
Postmaster.
So now I guess we need to go to the post office at some point and see what it looks like.
Look at the postmaster. You could get stamps out of the stamp machine back in the day.
Oh yeah, I remember that when you actually get stamps out of a stamp machine, you didn't have to wait in line and all that bullshit you gotta go through now. Those are the good old days. I never understood why they did that. Oh wow. This is too cool right here. This is super cool. Check this out. Okay, so here's the fire truck we saw when we first walked in that picture that's putting out the courthouse fire in 1929. Wow, here it is in real life. Wow, check this out. I didn't know that. That's pretty neat. So the guy that invented the invisible gas pump, or the visible gas pump, you can actually see what you're getting, was from here. Too cool. Bonham Fire Department number 1, de la France, Brockway torpedo. This is combination pumping, chemical, and hose car. Let me back up so we can get this in full view here, but this is freaking awesome. Like most people, most kids and all grew up, romanticized trains and fire trucks, you know, because they're just cool pieces of machinery. These are some old signs too, like real deal. Wow. Check out this old neon. That is super cool. Flame. The fire department would look like back in the day. Wow. This is the alarm bell.
Where to, miss?
Driving Miss Daisy.
An old Jaguar? Is that what?
Oh, Mrs. Shit, that's a Greyhound. That's a Ford.
Greyhound, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's rolled in more.
Every ship damaged through careless handling is looking for hit or
Every kind of barbed wire you can imagine back here.
Oh, I need to come donate some.
All right, so that's the old air base from World War II. They did a lot of training out here. You can see all the airplanes lined up to do their flight training. Wow, check it out. So Jones Field, Oak Bench Cadet. So this is where they had to train to go be a pilot during World War II. And that would have been their trainer planes. So, like with a lot of stuff back in World War II, they would just, out of necessity, they just had to build stuff. So this would have been built right after World War II started in '41. Where they're trying to get everybody prepared to go off to war. Amazing. It makes you do, you know, it kind of makes you wonder, like, what things would have been like if there wouldn't have been a World War II. You know, because it really sped things up on how quickly things were produced and all. Right, Mrs. Ship. Yeah, it was open because of the war. They needed a way to train pilots quickly. And there were several little, you know, airstrips all over the country that popped up so they could do training. So this airbase is opened in '41 and closed in '44. It was no longer needed, I guess, you know, after the war and all. No longer needed, but this is what it would look like. Mrs. Chef said over there, you said that you can go tour the actual airstrip. I'm going to do that on a video sometime. It's kind of cool.
And I think they've got pilots that will fly you places.
5,000 pilots were trained.
Kind of like fly into Dallas. Get on the plane.
Check that out. There was 5,000 pilots trained right here.
Same.
Too
nothing
cool.
out here back then.
That's why they had a airfield out here, because there's nothing out here. Check that out, a commercial ice crusher. And years ago, during the last recession, I started buying storage units and all to make up extra money when the economy went to shit and I couldn't do big events anymore. But I had bought one of these in a storage auction, and a lady bought it to use to crush ice for her horses. So those are still actually used to this day. So the guy that developed these pumps was from this town. Can you believe it? Pretty cool.
The ones in Honey Grove, the milk gas station there is now an Airbnb.
Nice. It's pretty cool, Miss Chet. They put on here the alderman, the mayor, the chief. I didn't know they did that. I'm guessing this is from when this was commissioned.
The original fire truck.
There it is in 1923. There it is almost exactly 100 years later. And that's pretty cool there. You see the old sign there. Old neon sign for dry cleaners that obviously isn't there anymore. It's the vacant lot, but wonder how long that sign's been there. Alright folks, we got home last night. It was pitch black. So this morning we got up and planted this here. Crepe Myrtle. This was 20 bucks. I thought that was a pretty good deal. And it's about 3 or 4 feet tall. Not bad. At that flea market. Got me a couple of here's my shadow. Got a couple of basil plants for $1 a piece. And 5 or 6 periwinkles here for $1 a piece. So not bad. A lot cheaper than going to like a Home Depot or something. Alright folks, I want to thank you for joining us today on our tour of Bonham, Texas. Hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was pretty fascinating myself. I hope you did as well. Alright folks, see you guys next time.